Now, it's been a while since I've done any actual law books or anything like that, so what I'm going to do is a neat little video for you to show you exactly what none of the freedom fighters even know about, which is you live in a world of complete presumption, assumption, and voluntary contracting. You are the one that presumes, assumes, and contracts because of ignorance. That's all it is. So, without further ado, let's go to the tried and trusty and true, A Dictionary of Law by Henry Campbell Black. That's right, Black. Second edition, 1910. So, it's free on Google. I'll put the link under the video there. And you can go pester, you'll have so much knowledge in your noodle that you'll be able to just navigate away and whatever. Or not. Hey, most people don't even remotely try. But I'm going to do my best to explain some of this as I go along. So I kind of cherry picked through words here. But again, this is every day that you go outside, you assume to presume what is going on. Now, if you talk to another regular person, that's fine. But when you deal with anything, government, law enforcement, or anything, you're going to lose every single time. If you do not comprehend what language is, and you ain't on the same playing field as they are. And they exist because of it. Now, again, remember the Roman maxim. Now, this is their system. This is not common law. I'm talking about their system is Roman civil. It's always been, regardless of what the common law that comes in and out. English legal, American legal, it's irrelevant. It's always going to be the same Roman stuff, the same Latin. And the reason they use that is it's because they can modify the language at will. Put out the dictionaries and the textbooks, every year, every 2 years, or every 5 years, it's irrelevant. And you will go read a statute that somebody wrote, a code, ordinance, or statute, and completely presume it to mean one thing. Okay, that is not what it says. Now, I'm only going to tell you that it exists. If you attempt to try anything, it's on your own head, buddy. But then again, it always was. You've just always been losing up until now. So, I'm going to tell you something. It's real easy. Speak the law. That's correct. Speak the law. From you to whoever. And it's really simple. It stops a lot of stuff. But again, you got to grow up, you got to comprehend it, and you don't get to be a dickhead and an asshole, because now you're playing on a bigger playing field where if you lay dishonor or insult, you get hurt because of it. Okay? Because now you're supposed to be, if you're going to be flapping your gums using the law, and you're going to attempt to show off and be fully cognizant of all these things, you're going to pay the piper if you screw up. Because once you start, and these other people out there, these other persons and citizens who do wander around looking to people, looking for people to contract with, and they come across you and you do it wrong, you'll learn better. It won't take but the one time. So, page 661, jura in re, in the civil law, rights in a thing, rights which, being separated from the dominium or right of property, exists independently of it, and are enjoyed by some other person than him who has the dominium. Maceld, Roman law, subsection 237. That one's not hard. It says you don't own it. And you don't. You don't even possess it. Right? Somebody else has the interest in that. Not you. All right. Jura personarum. Rights of persons. The rights of persons. Rights which concern and are annexed to the persons of men. Now, what did you not understand about that? Right, I'll read it to, I'll translate it for you. Rights which concern and are attached to the fiction of a man. Don't worry, we'll get to fiction. One Black's commentary, 122. Blackstone's commentaries on the laws of England, 1765, 1769. Huckster and a hack, but he laid out a good system of screwing us. Page 663. Juris et season a conjunctio. Nice, right? Well, you find these in decisions here and there, court decisions, whatever. But you got to know it. Now, here comes your dominium again, all right? But it's dominium utile, the entire right to use land, yourself, and everything around you that somebody else owns, okay? The union of season. Now, season, S-E-I-S-I-N, is when you seize something for yours, okay? The union of season or possession, right, possession, and the right of possession, the right to use. You moved in, claimed it's yours, and the right to use it forms a complete title, okay? And now, again, that is only dominium utile. That's the right to use. Both of those are still the right to use. Okay? And make profits from. That's nothing else. That's not actual ownership. And ownership is a bad word to use, but it'll work for now. 2 Black's commentaries, 199, 311. And it's the right to be there and the right to use it. You have a title to it. Now go look up what the word title is. Ooh, a diminutive of. The real deal, right? Juris ignorantia est cum just nostrum ignoramus. It is ignorance of the law when we do not know our own rights. 9 Pickens. I think it's Pickens, but it's abbreviated, so it's 9 Pickens or Pickett 130. Juris consult. A jurist. Oh, we'll have some fun here too. A person. Remember, persons are corporations, aren't they? That's right, they are. You've seen it. I've showed you in other places. Skilled in the science of law, particularly of international and public law. Now, that means dealing with person to person, corporation to corporation, okay? Not regular law. Juris consultus, Latin, in Roman law. An expert in juridical science. Now, they just make words up, but juridical is one of them. Now, if you look at my law of war, it'll say there's a section in there about dealing with a person, natural or juridical, which means somebody made that, owns that, and you're using it. Freaky, right? It's even got your same name. However, they're not attaching it to you. You are attaching it to you. And I'll show you that here in a little bit. A person thoroughly versed in the laws who was habitually resorted to for information and advice, both by private persons as his clients. I wonder who that sounds like. And also by the magistrates, advocates, and others employed in administering justice. Okay, now if you don't understand, administering is incorporation, managing justice. Okay. Now, some will disagree with me, but again, that's a viewpoint, and anti-terrorist and all the others are absolutely right. But again, it's a viewpoint. I look at it as it's not yours. They are attaching it. They are laying it out there, and you are claiming it and attaching it to yourself. That will come here in a little bit. A lot of people skip stuff, but then again, we're all out here trying to do real work while others go run around, freedom fighters like Jones and them, with baseball bats in a china shop, which don't work. You lose then. Well, of course, you're losing now ain't you? But anyway, page 673, justices. Now, this is for any terrorist or anybody else. Justices, I did not know this. In English law, a writ directed to the sheriff, empowering him for the sake of dispatch, of getting it done, to try an action in his county court. In his county court. Cool, huh? For a larger amount than he has the ordinary power to do. Now, again, it's dealing with equity, but common law deals with money too. Remember that. It is so called because it is a commission to the sheriff to do the party justice. The word itself meaning, you may do justice to. Okay? 3 blacks, commentary 36, 4 instruments 266. That's just, if y'all don't know, they throw that in there just so they know where they're going, but nobody uses this anymore. They're using an updated version now, but it's the same exact thing, based on presumption. Always yours. Now, here's a fun one. Now, this is actually for Mr. Watt, Alan Watt and them. I'm going to show you a game where you think you're getting a jury trial. You sure are not. You're getting a version of. Now, a lot of people say, well, I still want common law. That doesn't mean you're getting it. You're getting a version of, and here's the version of it, still Roman civil. Justices of assize. These justices, or as they are sometimes called, justices of nisi prius. Now I'm going to stop right there and say, remember the ABA journal that I did the video of in 1920 where it turned over and privatized all the courts, right, into a corporation under the Bar Association, and they abolished, inside their system, they abolished common law and went courts nisi prius, which is an unless first. Nisi prius, unless you first revoke or rebuff and say, no, I don't want to do it that way. If you do not do that first, you get them. Okay? That's how I see that. That's not quite correct, but you can say it like that and it works for talking to people. Are judges of the superior English courts who go on circuit into the various counties of England and Wales for the purpose of disposing of such cases as are ready for trial at the assizes. Now, wait, you'll say assizes. I just don't get that. Already, the rest of you are going, oh, man, I already got it now. See assize. Well, we're getting ready to. Justices of nisi prius in English law. This title, hey, didn't I do title right up above? I bet you I did. This title is now usually coupled with justices of assize. See, they're combined now. The judges of the superior courts acting on their circuits in both these capacities. 3 blacks, 58-59.